Hi guys, I'm back like I promised. Man, I don't know what it is, but every time I say hi to you guys, listen. I'm not kidding you. There's something in here that gets all happy. That really gets all happy. I hope your Saturday is going swellingly. We having a very easy day on this end. It's cold. So you see me in my sweatshirt here. I'm just chilling. I just did some devotion. I just did some Bible reading. I answered some of your questions. And hi Vita, how are you? It's so good to see you. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. You just raised my happiness. Hi Sister B, what up, what up, what up? While I wait for some more people to come in, like I was saying, every time I say hi to you guys, something happens inside of here. It's all happy. It's all happy because I know I'm going to get a blessing because I'm surrounded by my tribe, my love. Listen, guys, when I woke up this morning, I had the intention of talking to you guys about something else other than what I'm going to talk to you about now. But in the course of the day, God kept putting stuff in my heart, and I keep saying maybe I should talk about this thing, I should talk about that thing, and I'm writing my notes down, getting my thoughts together, and while I was there doing my devotion, the Lord direct me into what I'm going to talk about now. So, again, I just want to say, welcome to my channel. I got a channel. Are you kidding me? Listen, look at God. I got a channel. When I talk about favor, God favors me in a ridiculous kind of manner. And you know what? It ain't lost on me. And I am determined to serve him and be grateful and be thankful and everything and live a life that's going to bless his wonderful, righteous name. So, the name of my channel is Not On My Soapbox. Because, it's not really a soapbox. It's a community of people that's trying to do the best with what they got. And I am not trying to tell nobody off because I first stand in need of a lot of fixing. So it's not just my community, it's your community as well. I'll consider you guys my tribe because I need your support, I need your help, and we need each other. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, while people are coming in, let me talk a little business. My channel is now on YouTube and I am soliciting your help. So please go on YouTube and subscribe. The reason why I need you to subscribe and like and give a comment whenever you subscribe, whenever I get online, guess what? You get a notification that guess what? Your girl's online. And it doesn't cost you anything. Okay? But it's going to bless me. And like I said earlier, if I'm blessed, guess what? You're blessed because this is your community also. All right? So, I hope everyone's good. You miss us and we miss you. Oh, yes. I think about you guys all the time and that is for real, for real. So today I want to talk about why have you chosen to live your life in the manner that you do? Why have you chosen to live your life? I mean, it's your life. You can live your life anyhow you want to live it because it's your life. It's your prerogative. You're a free moral agent. God made us that way. But why have you chosen to live your life in the way that you do? And then hopefully you guys will talk back to me the kind of life you've chosen for yourself? And is it your life? Or perhaps it's somebody else's. Perhaps the life you're living is not really your life. Maybe you're influenced to live this way. And here is another question. If you were strong enough to change the way you've chosen to live your life, would you do it? Would you do it? Let's talk. Let's be honest. Let's be honest people. There's no judgment here. There's no judgment. But remember what I said? That which a person doesn't acknowledge, she cannot fix or change. So, why have you chosen to live the way that you do? And you alone can answer that. I don't know what your choices are. I know what people say, but let's really be honest. Let's really be honest with each other. Because we carry so much secret. Because we are afraid of what somebody else would say or think of us. But listen, let's not fool our own selves. Let us please at least be honest. Because on this channel, I promise you, I'm always going to be honest with you. Why have you chosen? Do you even know that you've made a choice as to how you're living? Did you remember making that choice, or did you just fall into the way you were living? Huh? Was it a conscious effort? Did you decide that this is how I'm going to live? Life is too precious to live your whole life in a lie, if that's what you're doing. Whatever way you've chosen, however you want to live your life, at least you've got to be honest, because it's your life. No one should tell you how to live your life. But at least be honest with the choice that you have made in order to live your life. Look, one thing I know, listen, I am not living gold. I'm not living like it's golden. I'm not living like it's golden. That sounds cute. And we all said, I'm living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm living my life. It sounds good, but what does that mean? I'm living my life like it's golden. I might have messed up. Thank God for his guidance. What does it mean I'm living my life like it's golden? What is that? I'm not living my life like it's golden. I have chosen to live my life with purpose. I'm purposeful with everything that I do, because it's just hard to be messing up. So, why have you chosen to live your life the way that you do? And how did you come up with the way that you live? How did you come with choosing your life? How did you decide to live the way that you do? What were the steps that you took to get to the point that you've decided, you know what? People can live however they want to live. They can do whatever they want to do. I ain't mad at them, but this is how I'm going to live my life. How did you come up with that decision that this is the way I'm going to live my life? So I promise you that I'm going to always be honest with you, and I'm going to speak to you from my experience. I have been a member of the Lord's body at the age of perhaps 11 years old, 11, 12 years old. I don't even remember anymore. It's been a minute. So all of my teenage life, all of my young adult life, into middle age, my whole life has been about God. And when I decided to follow the Lord, when he called me, I was but a child, getting into teenagehood, trying to figure it out. And listen, I've messed up many times royally since then. I've been confused, I've questioned God, I've questioned myself, I've questioned the world, you know. One day I'm up, one day I'm down. Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. Listen, I've done the spectrum of all of it, trying to figure it out. And I think for the most part, I've gotten most of it for the most part. And for the things that I don't understand, I learned to accept it because I deal with a God who is all powerful. And since I am not a God myself, I need to let some things go. And there are some things that I would have loved to participate in and love to have been a part of because I think it's my choice to do it and figure it out because it's my life. Wait a minute, did you hear what I'm saying to you? I'm talking real talk here. I'm talking real talk here. Listen, I'm not fooling around. There are some things I would have loved to participate in. And there are some things that I did participate in because it was my life. And I make no excuses for those things because it's my life to do with whatever I want. Are you hearing me here today, my friends? Living authentically is my aim and my goal. I don't have times for game. I don't have times for regrets. That's not me. Listen, if something is placed on my mind and I think I need to explore it, you better believe me. I'm going to explore it because it's my life. I'm not going to live thinking what, if, when, where. No. The consequences I will deal with, but I'm going to be authentic to myself until that stuff makes sense to me. I am not a person who buries her head in the sand, like I said yesterday. I face things head on and get to the bottom of it. Understand that, put in its right perspective. I don't move around I don't move around in my life in fear. Stuff needs to make sense to me. And so I'm thinking, how do you approach the way you have chosen to live? Are you living your most authentic life? And how did you come to make that choice? Because we are being manipulated all the time by things we hear and see, by people we respect and love. And before you know it, you're not living your most authentic life. So, let me just continue to talk about myself. I chose Christianity because I was called by the Lord and I hearkened to that call. I didn't stumble onto him. I didn't find him. I was looking for him. I didn't know how to find him. I prayed to God and I didn't know how to approach him because I had no knowledge in relation to seeking the Lord. But I knew that I wanted a relationship with the God who I didn't know. I didn't understand the ins and outs of him like I do now, but I seek him. And he made a way that I could learn the word and understand the word and apply the word, and through years, the clarity came. And so, in all of my struggles, and there have been struggles, and we don't talk about these struggles, and one day I'm going to talk about these struggles. There has been struggles. There has been struggles that I dealt with in my life. But I made a choice that Christianity is the life for me. And some of those struggles, I'm still struggling with it. But I made a choice that this is the way that I want to live my life. My life. My life. I am not going to fault anybody for choosing to live how they want to live. But as for me, this is how I'm going to live my life. There was a time in my life, in my as a young teenager, I was studying to be a Muslim. I was seriously studying to be a Muslim because I always longed for a relationship with God. I was studying to be a Muslim. I can even remember the prayers that I was studying. I would have been radical, guys. So God saw that, listen, if I let this girl go over there, whoo, she's going to burn this place down. And so, this is my story. And so he said, listen, Jesus, go hold on to my daughter for me, please. Because she has a zeal like unlike a lot. And so Christianity is the life I chose when it was exposed to me. And I've dealt with it, and I've fallen into it, and I drink it and I eat it. And you guys see, this is the real stuff. Listen, this is me. I accepted my role. I accepted my choice wholeheartedly that I'm a Christian. And I believe it. And I try with everything that I have, with all my might, to understand what God's will is for my life, what his way is for my life, to do his will and his way, to follow his way and do his bidding. And so I'm in there. Brethren, I'm in there. You don't even know the hours I would spend in the word and in prayer and thought. Because, listen, I'm in this Christian thing. I don't need somebody to pour into me. I go into the word for myself and I eat like this yummy. The word wakes me up. There's a burning in me all over the night, all over the morning. I'll get up and I'll go study the word. I'll get up and I'll write a note down because I need to explore that when I get up later in the day. There's a burning in my heart when it comes to the word and for what Jesus did and for Christianity and for living like the Son. There's a burning in my heart. I'm not passive when it comes to the word of God. When it comes to Jesus and what he did for me, I'm not passive. I'm in there. Listen, I really, in my mind, want to be like Jesus, you know. I want God to look at me and say, you see that one over there? You see that one over there? Don't mess with her, you know, because she loves me. She loves me. Just listen. In my mind, I'm trying to be like Jesus. And I'm living like Jesus. And you're going to learn. That's why I am I'm shedding the unnecessary burden. I'm getting away from the stuff. And I'm keeping that tunnel vision because my life is to please God. Listen, the only thing that I do well is to be a Christian. It's to be a Christian. Anything else is a little sketchy. You hear what I'm saying to you? I am my best when I am following the word. My only purpose in this earth, are you listening to me? Is to serve God. My only purpose is to serve God. Anything else, that's frill. It's a frill. My children, frill. My job, frill. Money in the bank, frill. Clothes on my back, frill. Listen, all of these other things, they are byproduct of what I'm about. I have tunnel vision to be pleasing to my Lord. I put myself aside as much as it can. And let me tell you something, it's not easy because self keeps coming up. Self keeps coming up because the enemy is there. And that's why I stay in the word and I fight, because the day that I'm not in the word, the day I decide to be myself, so the word keeps me like Jesus. And so I have chosen to be a Christian. And nothing else in this world brings me that satisfaction. I'm speaking from my experience. I'm speaking from my experience. I don't desire anything in this world. Everything else that God gives to me, I am grateful. And I'll use it to my best ability. But I'm not going out seeking material things. Because everything I do, I want it to be a blessing to God. Everything. Everything I have, I've given it back to Him. I'm all in. All of me. So, why have you chosen to live the way that you do? And is it your choice? If you were given an opportunity, if no one else were looking, would you live a certain way? Are you honest with yourself? What are you trying to accomplish with the choice you have made? Are you accomplishing what you needed to accomplish with the choice you have made? Or are you just drifting along and going along? Talk to me, people. This is your life, and it doesn't matter if I approve of it or not. Hi, Gloria. Welcome to our channel. It doesn't matter if anybody else approves of the life you've chosen to live. It's your life. God gave your life to you to live however you want to live it. If you choose to please God, that's your choice. Because God don't want you to come half-heartedly. He wants you to come knowing and understanding how much He loves you and He knows what's best for you. But it's your choice. It's your choice. So, the life that you have chosen to live, whatever that life is it your choice, really? Whose choice is it? And are you accomplishing the goals? Because everything has a purpose, like we talked about last week. I'm waiting for more answers. Everything has a purpose. What's your purpose? The life you're living, does it keep you up at night? At nights? The life you're living, does it keep you up at nights? Are you happy with the life that you've chosen to live? Are you missing something? Are you honest to yourself? Can we talk? Can we talk? Is this your best life? Talk to me. It's your life. It doesn't matter if anyone agrees with it. However you decide to live with it, be honest. I wouldn't change being a Christian for all the tea in China. You know what I'm saying to you? If there is no God and all of this stuff is a fragment of my imagination, I wouldn't change it for anything. Because the only thing that works for me is believing that there's a God. The only thing that works for me is the structure of Christianity. The only thing that keeps me alive and motivated and enthused and encouraged and gracious and kind and merciful and compassionate and loving, it's the Word of God. It's the Word of God, because if I do what I'm thinking, if I do what I'm feeling, if I act how I want to act, you don't want no part of me. You don't want no part of me. God keeps me in restraint, and He brings out the very best of me. So let's just say there's no God and there's no Christianity. Listen, I'm going to live until I die with the fragment of my imagination, because Christianity works for me, is the best thing. It satisfies my soul. It makes sense. Christianity makes sense for me. You take all of the world, take all of the stuff, take the houses, take the money, take the car, take the hair, the makeup. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. Take all of it. But give me Jesus. Give me Jesus, because when Jesus is with me, my life makes sense. It makes sense. And the day that I have the nerve to act like I want to be myself, listen, I get in all sorts of trouble. And I got to come back and say, forgive me, Lord. I don't like saying sorry to Father. He's too good to me. And so I stay in the Word so that I can learn how to please Him. And for the times when I mess up, I can say, Lord, have mercy on my soul. Don't turn away from me, because if you do, I'm good for nothing. I'm good for nothing. So that's why I've chosen to be a Christian. That's why I choose to live the way that I do. That's why I behave the way that I do, because I've bought into Christianity, hook, line, and sinker. Look, if you don't go with me, I don't care. If you don't want to be a Christian, I don't care. Not that I don't care about your soul, but I'm saying I don't need anybody to go with me in order for me to follow God. I want you to come, of course, because I understand the ramification. Heaven's no fun on my own, by myself. But I'm saying I don't need no motivation when it comes to following God. I'm in, I'm sold, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I'm a follower. I'm eating the stuff. So why have you chosen to live the way that you're living? You in that choice right now. Did you make the choice? Did it happen upon you? Are you being honest? Are you being your best self? Are you happy with the choice you've made? Is it making sense? Talk to me, people. Because we on this channel, eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. If we have not chosen to live the way we are living, let's be honest. Let's make another choice. It's okay. Let's make another choice. I'ma still love you. I'ma still support you because you're my brethren. You're my tribe. I'm here for you. But whatever you live in, keep it real. Be honest. Be truthful to yourself and to others. Because listen, love will stand with you. Love will stand with you. And in this community, we are here to support. And we're here to wait on each other and love each other. So that's my thought. Why? Why have you chosen to live the way that you do? Why? And if you didn't know that you made a choice, guess what? You have. Whether subconsciously or not, you have. And if you didn't make a choice consciously, then it's time to make a choice and live the way you want to live. Live the way you want to live. Life is too short to be living unhappy. Oh my gosh, I think that's the most saddest comment. Life is too short to be living unhappy, worrying about what James will say and John will say and Tim will say. For me, I worry what God will say. Because I understand, this is what I believe, that there's a God who created me. I'm not here by osmosis. I didn't come on the Big Bang Theory. I was created. I was fearfully and wonderfully made. I was made with a purpose, intent, and I have things in which I need to get done while I'm alive. And I wholeheartedly embrace my place in this world. I wholeheartedly embrace my place in this world. When I was called, I chose to follow Jesus. Amen. I wholeheartedly embrace my place in this world. And one thing I know for sure, my life is not my own. I'm a steward of my life. God gave it to me for a certain time, and He is going to require some answers as to how I live that life. I am not foolish enough to think my life is mine, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do... No. I have conquered a long time ago that my life is the Lord, and He's given it to me for a reason, and it's my job to fulfill purpose. So if I never get $100, if I never make $1,000, if I never make $1 million, if I never build that house that I'm planning to build, if I never drive in a fancy car or go on fancy trips, doesn't mean anything to me. That's not my goal. My goal is simple. To love God, to seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. And the Bible says all that other stuff that we miss the mark on, He says, if I seek Him first and His kingdom and His righteousness, all other things will be added unto me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to seek Him first. And I'm telling you, that stuff is real. I have dedicated my whole life to serving God, and I'm telling you this. The way God is blessing me is more than I can even imagine or think. I couldn't do this stuff for myself. You hear what I'm saying to you? I couldn't do this stuff for myself. So I'm going to follow His words and His principles because they work. I'm going to seek God first and His kingdom and His righteousness and all those other things that I think I need that I know that I don't need. He's going to give that to me and then some. And then some. Listen, I want God to bless me with a then some. I want God, to bless me with the things I don't even know that I need, because right now I don't need anything. But when He gives, when God gets fixing to blessing you, when God gets fixing to blessing you, you don't even have pockets to hold those blessings. You don't have pockets. Maybe I put some in my hoodie. I don't have. Maybe I put some in my socks because I don't know. Maybe I stuck some down my. I don't know, because when you seek God's first and His righteousness, when He get ready to bless you, you don't know. You got to call your friends in. You remember when Peter and them was fishing all night, just out there fishing, fussing and carrying on. Oh, we out there all night. Listen, Jesus came by. He came by. He said, guys, what are you doing? What kind of question is that? Jesus, what do you mean what we're doing? Don't you see us out here fishing? We ain't watching TV. We fishing, we working, we doing it. He says, listen, cast your net on the other side. Cast that net that you've been fishing all day on the other side. And Peter like, come on, man. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm cold. But he said, listen what Peter said. He said, Lord, for your sake, I'm going to do what you said. That's how I operate, for your sake. Listen, there's no more strength in me, but for your sake, if your word said that I had to jump, guess what? I am just jumping. I ain't asking how high. I ain't saying how long. I'm just jumping. And he cast his net on the other side. And the Bible said he had to call his friends. Come on, guys. There was so much fish. He needed help that the net would have broke. So I said all that to say this. When you seek God first and He gets to fixing, to blessing you, you got to call others. Listen, I am not talking about Peter anymore. I'm talking about my life. The way the Lord is blessing me, I don't even know how to say thank you. The way the Lord is directing me, because I give my life back to Him. And he's leading me. The way he's leading me, I don't have the words. I'm a simple person. I'm a simple person. I didn't go to Harvard. I don't know. Listen, I am the US kind of person. And I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I am who I am, and I love me. Listen, don't you start with me. Don't you, because I love me. If you don't love you, well, because I love me. I love all of me. I don't need no consent from anybody else. As long as God's got me, I am God. So, I'm going to seek him first. I'm going to do his will. And everything else that I need in this life, he has given it unto me. He has never failed me. There's a reason why I've chosen this life, because God is the most consistent relationship that I've had. Listen, I have not always been so faithful, because I'm a child. I know what children do. We wander off. We do all kind of childish things. And, God, oh, look at what my child is doing. Mercy Bears, what took you so long? You see, Miss, if you subscribe, you'd already be up in here. You got to subscribe. You're going to get as soon as I go online. But good to see you, my loving. I love you to pieces. Welcome. So if the Lord, listen, as a child, I've done some childish things. And I'm sure I'm going to do some more childish things. But I'm trying to be better, because my God is faithful. But the way that he has blessed me and is blessing me, I'm going to love him and serve him and live for him until I die. And then I'm going to be resurrected. I'm going to live and serve him some more. Live and serve him some more. Thank you, Miss, for subscribing. I appreciate you, my love. So, why have you chosen to live the way you are living? Why have you chosen to live in the manner that you're doing right now? I mean, if you're going to buy a house, you're going to research that, right? You're going to buy a car, you're going to research that thing, right? Even if you buy a pair of shoes, you're going to research a pair of shoes. You're going to make sure you're getting the best deal for your buck. You're going to get all the sale, you're going to get all the clippings, you're going to have all the stuff because you want your money work for you. So, why would you live a life that you didn't research? If that's how you're living. Because I would not live a life that I did not make a choice of. So, my beloved, why? Why, my beloved, why? If you haven't chosen to live the way you are living, why then are you living that way? If you haven't chosen to be the way that you are, why then are you that way? I think it's pause for thought. Make sure the way you're living is the way you want to live. I thank God for Christianity. I thank God for saving my soul. I thank God for clarity. I thank God for the enthusiasm I have when it comes to him. I thank God that I know that all that I need is he. All that I need is God. If I never get another pair of shoe or never have another dollar, doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. If I never buy another nice dress, it doesn't matter to me. The only thing that gets me excited and worked up is pleasing God. That's a choice. And I work hard at it. So, why have you chosen to live the way you're living? Hit me up in the comments. Talk to me. Let's be honest. I promise you, if you talk to me, I will always talk back to you. If not today, tomorrow, but I guarantee you, you will get a response. You will get an answer. Listen. All we have is right now. I say this, and this is on my closing because I'm serious about it. All we have is right now to be the best that we can be right now. To be good right now. To be kind right now. To be considerate right now. To be empathetic right now. To be sympathetic right now. To be a human being. To pay attention to the relationships that we are involved in. To be the change agent, to be the love of somebody's life, to be the one who listens and is considerate of a person's situation. This is it. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. It doesn't matter whether or not you live in a great house. It doesn't matter if you have a great car. That stuff is not important. It is not important. That stuff is all fleeting. The only thing that's going to stand the test of time is what you have done while you were alive. Did you hear me? The only thing going to stand the test of time is, were you a kind person? Did you see people? Did you lend a listening ear? Did you use your time to help? So right now is it. Right now. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is none of our business. That's God's. The life you're living, is it the one you've chosen or is it chosen for you? And then if you did, how did you choose the life you're living? And is it the best life that you've chosen? Is it the best life? Is it the best one? Let's talk. You tell me, I tell you, we talk about it. Is it the best life? Let's talk. You guys heard my life. You guys, give your comment. I want you to give your comment. I want to have dialogue about this stuff. Because we're all about better here. We're all about better. We are a community of better. We are a tribe of better. Better thinking, eyes wide open, clearer thoughts. So listen, I love you to bits and pieces. You hear me? I love you to life. So, my channel, not in my soapbox. I know I'm all excited because, I got the Jesus in me, so I can't help myself. But I'm not really in my soapbox. I'm a humble human being. This is your channel also. This is a channel you get to come and express yourself. I don't run the show. We're a tribe, one of a kind. If you want us to pray for you about something that's happening to you, put it in the comment. I guarantee you it. We'll pray about it on the air, off the air, anyhow you want it. Put it in there. If you have a need, put it in there. Send it private. I don't send it. You don't have to walk this road alone anymore. If you have questions, you have suggestions, put it in the comment. This is your community as well. And I want you to know that. I am just one person trying to save one life on Facebook Live. That's what I'm trying to do. Let me just say this. Today, my heart was so blessed. A young lady who I have not met and she's not met me. This is what she wrote. She said, ma'am, I don't know you, but you just freed me today. And I was talking about knowing when to let go. You remember that we were talking about relationships? Knowing when to let go when a relationship has expired, when it's come to terms. She said, I don't know you, but you freed me today. Listen, let me tell you something. If I never make another post, then I've accomplished my job. You hear what I'm saying to you? I've accomplished my job. Because if someone had taken the time to pour into me and give me information to deal with stuff, a lot of the mistakes I made, which the Lord worked it out for better, don't get me wrong. could have been avoided. You don't have to learn to burn. You can learn from other people's mistakes. That's what a wise person does. So, I'm grateful that I was able to help that young lady, and I'm looking forward to helping many, many more. I'm looking forward for you to help me help many, many more as well. So, like I said, I am on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? Little on me, I have a channel on YouTube. Blows my mind. This is God again. Blows my mind. None of this stuff is lost on me. I couldn't envision this stuff. God has a way of working it out. Beverly Alexander, check it out. You know the face. I'm trying. I'm trying to do a good thing. I need you to go like it up, give a comment, subscribe. Because when you do, it doesn't cost you anything. Whenever I go online, whenever I post something, you get notification. Guys, be well, be safe. It's nothing but love. I may just jump back up here again tonight because the Lord have a lot of stuff bubbling up in me. He might just say, Bev, go say something again. So that's my deposit for today. Don't be surprised if you see me up there. Don't worry. Don't worry. I move as the Spirit moves me. So I love you. Have a good one. Bye.